The Bitcoin is following exactly the trajectory which I have predicted in the previous videos. As you can see, we have expected that Bitcoin will hit this strong medium time frame sell wall, because I told you whales have their sell limits orders ready there. They will be selling Bitcoins at these levels, and then we will move downside back to the support to create another high low. This is exactly what happened. The question right now is if this is actually going to hold and we are ready to continue moving to the upside, or is this actually the time where you should be selling Bitcoin as well, because we are moving more down. We are about to discuss the probabilities in this video. I will also share with you some crypto signals, so make sure you are watching, because we will be discussing the next movement of Bitcoin. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Samo from MyCryptoParadise, and right now Bitcoin is at our medium time frame support zone. I have not been explaining that in the previous video, but with the Paradise team we have made a free update. If the daily candle will not hold about our lower time frame support, we told you it will not be flipped and we will continue to this medium time frame correction high-low creation zone, and that's exactly where we are right now. I will tell you exactly how I came up with this support zone with our Paradise team. It's basically thanks to this medium time frame powerful Fibonacci support zone. We knew this is going to work like a high demand area if we will break through this trend line, as I've been explaining in the previous video as well. This white line, that was the liquidation level which I have said once we trigger it will push, it will help Bitcoin to move down faster, because this was the level where loads of short positions have their liquidation levels and loads of people have their stop losses as well. And as you know, on derivative exchanges, if you close the long, it will automatically open a short position, and that is why whales have been successful in making money very easily, because they have followed exactly this kind of strategy. This $46,000 didn't hold at all after the whales got filled right here at the strong medium time frame sell wall, which I've been talking about in the previous updates many times. And right now we are back inside a symmetrical triangle, and I will also share with you the support zone. Basically we have took a Fibonacci tool retracement, we have put one to the local low and the second one to the local high, right, and we can see the medium time frame support right here, and it's also about our medium time frame powerful Fibonacci support zone from the previous price action. So this demand area is extremely well guarded by the bulls, and right now we are starting to consolidate inside of this support zone, right? You can see this wick out to our upper horizontal line of our medium time frame powerful Fibonacci support zone, so some kind of accumulation happened also right here. We had this beautiful wick out candle on a 4-hour time frame, and this can be understood as a bullish hammer candlestick pattern as well. So if we will be able to recover above this upper descending trend line of this symmetrical triangle, the likelihood of recovering higher will again increase, and we will be positioning ourselves in a long position. This is not the only reason why we want to be in a long position at these levels. I will be also talking about other indicators which really increase the probabilities of a recovery rally incoming. The other thing is that right here, thanks to our videos, you have been able to really secure your positions as well as we have done with our ParadiseTeam VIP members. You know that I have been talking about the Bitcoin dominance being at resistance, and also because of the ETF news, the ETF approval, loads of eyes have been on Bitcoin. Whales took an advantage of it and started to push aggressively Ethereum, and that is also why we have been positioned in ETH, not in Bitcoin. And we have actually used the Bitcoin analysis to take manual target 1 on Ethereum for 17% profit without any leverage. With 2x leverage it was around 34.26% profit. So we have secured our positions also on ARPA coin for 16% profit without leverage, and we have been playing it very safe right here because we had that information that whales are about to push the price of Bitcoin down, and that's exactly what happened. The favorable trade for Bitcoin I will be discussing in a minute. First I want to share with you the liquidation heat map I'm looking at right now. You can see that some of people on a lower time frame are in long positions and have their liquidation levels around 42,200, 300, 400, right? So very close to the current market price. However, we can see that these positions were opened quite recently and they are very close to the current level. So I can expect these positions are pretty high leverage. So what can Bitcoin do in a short time frame is wick out these positions which are around this level right here and then continue back to the upside. So I would avoid right now some extra crazy leverage positions on Bitcoin. And when we switch to higher time frame, like 24-hour time frame on our Bitcoin heat map, we can actually see that nothing else is there. Most of the people are actually positioning ourselves into short position, as we can see right here. If I switch even on a higher time frame, we can see that there is heavy liquidation levels which will the whales with a higher probability use for a crazy nice short squeeze, because once they push the Bitcoin to around $44,000, the short positions will be closing and automatically it will open a long positions, and that will push Bitcoin very nicely to the upside. So as you can see, there is almost nothing below us and there is crazy juicy liquidity above us. The other thing is that we can take a look at funding rates. We can see that after this dump to the downside, after this long squeeze, let's say, the funding rates are actually quite negative right now, and that confirms the data that people are positioning themselves in a short positions. Then we can see on middle volume exchanges that the prices are quite neutral, so the market looks healthy and ready for a short squeeze. This is another point to the probabilities that we will have a recovery from these levels. So because of that, we will be waiting for some bullish price action on a lower time frame for confirmation. We also want to see that Bitcoin can recover above this level right here, above this descending upper trend line of our symmetrical triangle, right? And then we will be positioning ourselves in an aggressive long positions. What we will be targeting will depend on some other factors like volume, etc., which will help us to understand how high, if the Bitcoin starts to break into the upside, we can actually go. You know that we still have higher targets at our major medium time frame resistance zone, so we can revisit 59,000 pretty easily if everything will work out. And once we get the bullish confirmation, we'll be positioning ourselves in a very nice risk to reward trade. And with Paradise Family VIPs, we are always positioning ourselves in only great risk to reward trades, because this is the only way how you can make long-term money, right? So having stop loss as tight as possible and the sell target as high as possible is really the key to long-term profitability in trading. And right now, because we understand that we are still in a bull trend, because we are creating higher highs together with higher lows, right? We are still in a bull trend. Even though people right now are scared as hell because of this dump, you just need to zoom out, relax, and understand we are still in a bull trend. This is a healthy correction, okay? So we created higher lows, as you can see, we are creating higher highs, so we are in a bull trend, right? After we get this confirmation, we will position ourselves in a long position right here. About the stop loss, if you want more aggressive stop loss, you can place it around this level right here, which will basically be below this previous wick out, right? So you are considering the volatility, and also you are below these wick outs right here, and you are also below this trend line right here. So pretty safe, but a little bit more aggressive stop loss than if you would be more conservative and you would actually place the stop loss right below the powerful Fibonacci support zone and also below the previous high low right here. So this would be a safer stop loss for 14% profit loss in case the trade would turn against you. But let's say that you are okay with like 80% probability, so you can put the stop loss a bit tighter after you get confirmation around these levels. And then the targets, the last sell target can be at a major medium time frame resistance zone, something around 33% profit. But then you need to be managing the position professionally, right? So you need to make sure that you understand that still at these levels right here at around $49,000 to $48,000, there will be still some selling pressure. So you need to understand that after you get to this level, you should take some profit or at least move the stop loss to break even, right? To secure your position. And then you can grind the position higher, and most of the profits you want to take right here in order to make sure that your position is always excellent risk to reward trade. With Paradise Family VIPs, we are watching the market 24/7 and we are ready to start trading this price movement aggressively. We are sure there is lying loads of money in the corner and we are ready to take it. The other thing is Bitcoin dominance. You understand that we are at a resistance from our previous video as well. As you can see, the Bitcoin dominance started to reject heavily, and as I have been talking about in the previous video, the Bitcoin dominance was in an uptrend because we have been creating higher highs together with high lows, right? And after breaking through this uptrend trend line, we have broke the downside, retested with a bearish retest, made a lower low, first lower low in about 5 months. Then we retested this trend line, that was the bearish retest, and now we are dumping and we are about to cross this lower low, and if we are about to close it below, it will confirm that the Bitcoin dominance is entering a bearish trend, and we will revisit this support zone, which I'm expecting will be revisited with a better likelihood, and that is also why we will be able to make loads of money on altcoins again. So the case is still that altcoins should be outperforming Bitcoin in the medium time frame, so we will be making sure that most of our diversification is in altcoins right now, because with a higher likelihood, if we will have the bullish price action, the altcoins will be overperforming, right? The other thing is the others dominance, which is confirming this factor. In the previous video, again, I shared with you this support zone right here, and as you can see, we are absolutely beautifully, exactly as expected, recovering from this support zone, and we are about to make a higher high above this right here. So we are creating absolutely wonderful bullish price action, and in medium time frame I'm still expecting this 0.618 Fibonacci retracement resistance level to be hit. So this confirms that we will actually be able to make loads of money on altcoins, but not all of the altcoins will be pumping, only the strong powerful altcoins. So make sure you are choosing the ones we are choosing with Paradise Family VIPs, like ARPA, like ARB, which actually made us 69% profit without any leverage. So you need to be really making sure that fundamentally the coin is strong, technically is strong, and you also need to consider that there is some buying power behind the scenes in order to position yourself at the right time and at the right price. I will be updating you about the future price action, so make sure you are watching, subscribe, smash the like button if you have enjoyed the video, and I will see you in a Paradise Family VIP if you are ready to start trading like a pro, or just visit our website MyCryptoParadise.com and join our free Telegram channels if you want to be updated from the Paradise team on a daily basis. Cheers!